Hello viewers, welcome to my channel, which is Joy's Kitchen. I hope you are all doing very good. Today I'm gonna show you one of my favorite beef recipe, which I call it beef asado. Actually its name is beef asado, but this is my style beef asado, because normal beef asado don't have too much of spices. They use really basic few 3 or 4 kind of spices, but I'm gonna add some of the like more spices to make it more flavorful. So yeah, it is a beef asado, but obviously it's my style. So just stay with me. It's not very complicated. It's quite simple to make, and enjoy the whole process how I do it. So to make my beef asado, I took here 1 kilo beef. You can see it's quite lean beef, because I don't like too much of fatty beef. But you can go for the fatty one. You can go for even with bone one as well. There is no problem in it. It's gonna be more flavorful anyway. So my meat is ready, and now I'm gonna marinate my meat with like around 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. For 1 kilo beef, I'm adding around 2 or 2.5 tablespoon light soy sauce. That's gonna give really good kind of saltiness and really good kind of warmth as well in my final gravy. And at the same time, I'm adding here around 2 tablespoon of tomato ketchup as well. This is just regular tomato ketchup what we eat with other like fried things. So I'm gonna marinate my beef with these 2 ingredients at least half an hour. If you don't have time, you can do direct as well. You can cook directly, but I'm gonna keep it for half an hour. So now my beefs are really mixed up properly with soy sauce and ketchup, and I'm gonna keep it rest in for half an hour. At the same time, I cut some potatoes. You can see the way I cut my potatoes is kind of like potato when we make our potato chips, but it's really thick piece. So I took red potatoes for it, but you can go for white potatoes as well. There is no problem, because red one looks quite pretty to me. That's why. And this is the thickness we want for this asado recipe. So this is washed and clean. The spices I'm using for my beef asado, I took here some whole spices. So the whole spice I'm using here, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, cumin roasted like normal whole cumin seed, 2 to 3 clove, 2 cinnamon stick. That's it. So cumin, cinnamon and clove. I took here around 2 teaspoon of fennel seed. This is just basic regular fennel seed, and it's 2 teaspoon. I took here 2 teaspoon of chili flakes. You can take like normal red dry chili as well, like 3 or 4, but I prefer chili flakes because it's easy for me. I took here 1.5 teaspoon of crushed black pepper. You can go for like whole black pepper as well. I took here 1.5 teaspoon of red chili powder. So for 1 kilo meat, 1.5 teaspoon of red chili powder, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Sugar gonna balance the sourness of the ketchup and soy sauce, and salt obviously taste wise. So now I'm gonna make a powder, spice powder with it, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. At the same time, I took here 1 tablespoon of ginger paste and 1 tablespoon of garlic paste. So both are 1 tablespoon ginger garlic. At the same time, I took here 4 green chili. You can skip that part or you can add. So at first, I'm just gonna lightly toast my spices before I make a spice powder. So just lightly toast for 1 or 1.5 minutes. So I'm using 1 coffee grinder, and I already made actually my powder. So that's how it looks. It's quite like nearly 3 tablespoons of spice powder here. So in a large wok, I already added 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fry my potato slices first. So it's just like normal fried potato. I'm gonna fry it till it's a little bit golden brown on top. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna take maybe 3 to 4 minutes. So my potatoes are fried now, and I keep it in a corner, and this is the same oil I'm using, because I already added quite a lot of oil together. And now I'm gonna fry or cook my sugar first. What this sugar gonna do, this is gonna give little bit of red color and really caramelized flavor. And this is very important that you fry or cook your sugar in the hot oil first for at least 1 minute. So my potatoes are done. I just wanted to show you. That's how I fried it, like a little bit golden brown. So in the same oil, now my sugar is done, and I added here around 1 cup of chopped onion. So for 1 kilo meat, I added around 1 cup of chopped onion, and I'm gonna fry it for at least 3 to 4 minutes till it's a little bit translucent and caramelized. So after 4 minutes of frying, that's how my onion looks. You can see it's changed its color and it's quite caramelized now because of the sugar, and I added some salt as well at the same time. And now I'm adding my ginger garlic paste, which is 1 tablespoon, and I'm gonna fry this onion with ginger garlic at least 2 minutes till the raw flavor of the ginger garlic gonna go. So I'm gonna fry it. So after another 3 minutes of frying, my onion, ginger, garlic, everything is done. And now I'm just gonna add my meat here, which is actually marinated with ketchup and soy sauce, light soy sauce. And now I'm gonna fry my meat for 3 to 4 minutes because this is like a very boneless meat, so it's gonna cook very fast. It's not gonna cook like normal, not gonna take too long like other beefs. So I'm gonna cook it, fry it just like that for 3 to 4 minutes. So after 4 minutes of cooking, I uncovered my wok, and you can see my beef released actually quite a lot of water. If you think your beef is not releasing quite a lot of water, you can add a little bit of boiling water here. And you can see this, as I said, this beef cooks so quick because it's boneless beef and it's not really fatty one. But if you're making like with the normal beef, which is with fat and bones, yes, obviously it's gonna take a little bit of more time. And this is the time I'm gonna add actually my other spices, which is my chili powder, red chili powder. Red chili powder, the amount of red chili powder you can reduce a little bit if you don't like too much spiciness. And this is the spice mixture which I made before, like fennel seed, cumin, cinnamon, clove, everything together, black pepper. And I'm adding little bit more than half, and I'm keeping a little bit now because I'm gonna add at the end a little bit, that's why. And now I'm gonna cook my beef for another 4 to 5 minutes after adding my powdered spices. I'm gonna cover my pot and I'm gonna cook it for another 4 to 5 minutes. So after another 5 minutes of cooking, you can see the oil actually came up. So all the water which came from the beef, it's actually absorbed, and it looks quite fried now. And this is the time I'm gonna add a little bit of boiling water because I want little gravy, not too thin soupy kind of texture, but at the same time I don't want to make it too dry because this is the texture of asado. So I'm adding here around 1 cup of boiling water. So I'm just trying to mix everything together. So now this water actually is enough for my gravy purpose, and this is the time I'm adding my pre-fried potato slices as well, because these potatoes are like maybe 70% cooked, but I have to cook a little bit more because still it's a little bit crunchiness in the middle, so that's why. And this potato gonna absorb all the flavor. And now I'm gonna cover my pot for another 6 to 7 minutes, and after 6 to 7 minutes I'm coming back. So after another 7 minutes of cooking, my beef is done, my potato is soft, and everything is done. And at the end, I'm just adding this rest of the powder mixture or spice mixture, which I kept actually before. And I'm adding this spice mixture exactly at the end because that's gonna give so much flavor in my final gravy. I mean, trust me, it's amazing. And at the same time, I'm adding these 4 green chilies as well. You can add more or you can add less, but that's gonna give really good kind of fresh flavor in my asado. So my asado is done. After adding this spice mixture, my stew is done, or curry is done, or asado is done. So now I'm gonna serve it. So here you go guys, this is my style beef asado is ready for you. And as you noticed, it was not very complicated. It was very basic spices I used, and trust me, this is exactly not the typical asado, but trust me, this is one of my fusion, and this fusion is really brilliant fusion because I added some more flavors here, and it's amazing. And it goes so good with rice, pilau, or any kind of bread, roti, paratha. It goes so good with any kind of European bread as well. So I hope you're gonna make it and enjoy with your whole family. And don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and follow my recipes and share my recipes with your friends, family and neighbors. Yes, and make this recipe, make this dish and enjoy with your whole family. And thanks for watching my video. Bye bye, tada, take care.